Hopefully you can hear me now. That's the hope. If you guys wouldn't mind popping in the chat and let me know so I know that you can hear me before I start going here. I'm assuming you can because I can hear myself. Beautiful. Give me a second to pile on in. You guys are able to hear me? Alright, beautiful. So welcome back. We wanted to go over NIO today. Again, you didn't hear me before, so it's not again. Never mind. We did quite well. If you're in the Discord group, we played this one exceptionally. I'm proud of everyone, all my children. I think we all did a fantastic job. This right here was what I posted the other day. Was that 2 days ago? Going over what my expectations were. So this was NIO as of day before last. So this is what we had expected. The first price target 46 to 47.5. We've been in for quite a while. We learned this first equities a long time ago in March, under $3, and then we sold, got back in about $5 to $7, and we've been holding ever since. So first idealistic price target was 46 to 47.5. Second was 50 to 52. Absolute best case scenario 56 to 58. What we got was damn near exactly that. We hit the first targets yesterday, crossing over 46, well over 46, and up to, what was that, about 49.5. And then today moving up to 54.2. So with plays like this, it's important to know when to take profit. And I'm really proud of the way we played this one, taking profit and or adding to our short positions on all these big pushes up so that we can capture money on the downside so that we're not losing on those drawdowns every time. You don't want to do that, especially if you're holding an option long. So we were in the January $24 calls. So we're up like, shit. So we're still up 547% from entry. Again, we were up 600 plus, so it's 3078. Yeah, I think it's about 660 something percent we were up, and it's been a great play. But you know, that could be thousands of dollars in these large shifts, so that's why we added, and I guess it becomes a calendar spread. But again, let's go through it. So we had a couple of good upward consolidation channels. This was one, and we could actually draw that out just to be safe. Channel. So where did that end? Like right about, we'll call it there, and let's throw it there. So ideally sell at the top of this channel, and then we had a couple of days of consolidation. That's when we added our short-term stuff right around here. We added some on that big sell-off, and then some when it found support on the previous days, or I guess, well, yeah, previous day and pre-market. And so then we had today's here, the day before, yesterday, and then the day before, the beginning of the new channel. So we sold most of our long stuff right about here in the 48s. That was the target, so we made sure we got out of it. And then we took those put positions, which I panicked and I sold them. But if you were unlike me and you held them, you made about 200% and change. I knew there was a sell-off coming. I didn't expect the pump, but when it held support here, it wigged me out a little bit, and I just didn't want to be caught in an upward momentum, because this thing has a lot of power, a lot of volume, and a lot of upward buying pressure. Yesterday, I chose the short route, and I chose to short against my longs. Both of those are viable options. I like the short against the long a little bit better because it gives me more capital to work with. When I short against the long, I am getting paid to write that contract, which means that I have more money to play with in the meantime, and it hedges my risk. So realistically, since we have those January calls that are $24 strike price, I mean, we're deep in the money, 100% in the money. We could just let it ride, and basically we've built ourselves a risk-free trade. while still capturing that upside. Because again, remember, if it's in the money, that delta will increase faster than if it were out of the money, and it's already higher to begin with. And you don't have to worry about time decay nearly as much. So that's a decent thing to do, especially if you can't watch these every day. So when we sold, we took those puts, and again, they were beat to death on open. I didn't expect to push this high. Our target, we were targeting 48 to 52 on the top side. It pushed all the way to 54 and a quarter, just about. Overextended as hell, pushed to the top of this channel. That's why we put out the alert in Discord, like, hey, taking profit, 1,000,000%, taking profit on a good amount of this. Because I saw it push up out of this channel, and I knew that it's going to have to come back down. Now, I didn't expect it to drop this much, but we also went over that. Remember, we were talking about $41 being our new point of entry, at which we did get in. We're up about 30% on those calls we grabbed today. Now, here's what's interesting, and here's what I want to watch out for. Strong support here, 39 and change. Realistically, I think we're going to see that again. I think that's this. I'm hoping that this is going to be our new consolidation channel, and with good earnings, we will break up out of this channel and claim up here. And I believe this will be the beginning of our new channel, where hopefully 44 is our new strong support and the bottom end of this channel. Trading up to 53. I don't expect to move over 60, honestly, even if earnings are fantastic. I would say 60 would be quite optimistic. 55 to 57 would be what I'm looking for. But again, speculation. As you can see here, it's already selling off, so we want to watch out. What I want to see is I want to see it hold over this $44.43. We had that big push up, so a lot of buying strength here. Basically, buyers stopped the selling here. 42.31 is pushed down here. They pushed it back up, so we consider this our stopping point. And then they pushed it back up all the way to 45.5, just about. What we wanted to see was this to hold above 45. Ideally, 44.5. Hold above 45 would have been great, but above 44.5 if we're trading this the right way. And so again, we saw support here when the sellers try to push it down, but as you can see here, it's selling off a little bit in after hours. I don't like using after hours as good of a judge. As you can see here, it broke this channel in after hours, yet it pumped, and then it held this one, but even broke at open, came back up. So what I'm looking for, and what I think that we can expect to see, is another bounce down here to the $40 range. Bottom dollar, at which I would take another long-term position, would be 37 and change. That's just what I identify as hopefully our low support, and lower than that, we could just look at each of these big legs as our hopeful support if we do see a drop off that steep, which again, we don't want to. So that being said, again, what I'm going to be aiming for is I want to watch over the next couple days, so Monday through Wednesday. They report on the 17th. This is the 13th now. 14, 15, so that'll be 16. So Tuesday earnings. I have a feeling we might see more selling off Monday and then buying. Just speculation. I don't know this. I don't have any other information than you have, and I'm just going off the price action, what I've seen before. But I have to imagine that they're going to post decent earnings. Overall, I'd say I'm going to probably play as neutral as I can on this one. Again, we still have NIO equities. How much are we up on that? Let me pull that up. So we've done well. There's also 520%. We're up right now on NIO stock, not options. And then we're still up, what was it, 547 or something on the options. And today, I'm really happy with how we played it today. With those puts from yesterday, I'm glad to see a lot of people took those and held on. And then we played it all the way down, and then we played those calls again today, which were fantastic. Quick 30%, you can't beat that. What else did we play today? I'll finish with this. So anyway, what I want to see is, I'm hoping before market completely closes today that we can push this price up above 44.5. That would be ideal, and that would give me some extra confidence going into Monday. If we don't, I really think that we could see 40 again, and I think even lower bottom end would be 37 and change. There's a lot of selling pressure today, huge volume. We just want to honestly keep a watchful eye out on this one. That's why we're not overextended on the options. I recommended everybody take some profit before the day ended. We were again up like 30% on those 45 calls we took at the end of day. Um, Other than that, I'd say just really protect your downside. If you held some, I put the hedge in there. I really hope you took that hedge as well, so you have defined risk, which is what you want. Because you can always sell the short and then capture those gains on the long without all the risk. So I think that would be extremely beneficial to do. I hope you did it at close. That's why I put it in there. But if we open above this price on Monday, I think we'll at least see a push back up, hopefully to retest 50 or so. Let's take a quick gander at the 47.66. If it's trading this range again, I think it's realistic to, let's go here. That's more realistic. I would love to see a retest of 48s, 47, 48. That'd be ideal, and then we're going to offload those calls, and then I'm just going to sit. We already have a huge position in those 24 calls. Honestly, I'm good with that, and we also have the equity. So if earnings is fantastic, we will capture all those gains and then some. Don't overextend yourself. This one's incredibly dangerous. Just like Tesla, we made a shitload on Tesla, and then I saw people lose their shirt on Tesla. It does not give forever. You play it when it makes sense. You trade the setup, and then you get out. If you're holding it long, that's fine. So am I. But short against your position. I sold calls against my entire position. So today, on the equities, I lost $1,800 on my shares. Okay, about 9%. The short I took against it was about $2,300. So, and I assume it will expire worthless because there were 60 calls dated 11/20. I'm going to make more on that short expiring than I would have if I would have sold everything anyway. It's a great way to protect against a drawdown and downside risk. And just to collect premium, remember 80% of options expire worthless, so why not be part of that 80%? Or that 20% that's making money on those that expire worthless. Also, if you see my video, I'm in hell. So anyway, I was just looking at the comments. That Citroen news, they're just trying to short it down. I mean, whatever, man. Whatever, man. I don't think it's a $25 stock. I also don't think it's appropriately valued at 54. So keep that in mind. I think realistically, after the hype has worn down a little bit, again, just like we saw in Tesla, I think it's going to trade in the 30s for a while. And honestly, that's what I would hope for, because you want to see a healthy pullback after a strong move like this if you're looking to go long, because that tells you that you are you're in a good position. If we get that healthy pullback and then continuation after consolidation, then we're in a good position, and it is a good long to take. If it's just a blast up and then it comes straight down, then blasts up again, it's usually not the best indication. That means it's trading on hype and momentum, and fundamentally it isn't going to be the best play. So aside from that, again, we're just going to watch for the third test of the 39/41. Hopefully it doesn't break the low a day. That's probably when I'd exit. Probably those January calls, I was thinking about exercising them, but I don't know what I'll do there. If we see, again, a drop below 40.57, the low of day today, I would be concerned, and again, we'll probably exit those Januaries just to secure that profit. What I would look for on open is hopefully that it opens above 44.5. That would be ideal for me, and I think that would indicate that the strength is still there and the buying pressure is still there. And if that happens, then I think there will be a nice pump Monday, at which point I will either way exit some of those. I have 3 left of those January calls. I'll probably exit 2, hold 1 for the ride, and short against it just to make sure I'm protected. Because if I short, I could short the 25 call, for example, and then I'm just collecting that premium regardless of what happens, since it's a 24 call dated January. But realistically, you want to short the shorter expirations and collect that premium as you wait. But again, the lower the strike, the lower your short can be, and the more money you can capture. So after we see that open Monday, I think that's going to really paint the picture for us. I could see a really weak open Monday, and then a strong move back up to this range, midday to end of day, leading up to earnings. I think that would actually be a healthier move. If we see it come back down here and a bounce back up and break this level here. If it comes down below, we have to break this key level here to see more upside, and that wouldn't be a bad sign in my opinion. Other than that, we did really well today, guys. I mean, the fact that we took 30 to 50% on a few plays today on this specifically is great. Those puts played over 200%. You can't beat that. We traded solo today. Those options we traded on solo were fantastic. It was at 30% in like 5 minutes. Those are great. Hope you locked it in. Solo equities, we had that from like $2 and change, ran all the way to 7 something today. Well over 100%. What else did we trade today? Lee had a couple of fantastic. He's been on a tear with the swings, man. I can't find Disc John right now. Oh well, I think I closed it. Either way, I also want to be mindful of next week. Remember that more states are shutting down. We are going to go back into lockdown. But weirdly enough, the vaccine, I feel like, is starting to get priced in, and we need to be really cognizant of that. Because those same simple plays that were just easy money when the lockdown first occurred, like Zoom and Netflix, little stay-at-home shit, I don't know if those are going to trade the same way. Because remember, the vaccine is a supposed, I guess it's a possible outcome, and remember the market's always forward-thinking, and so it's going to price that in some way, shape, and form. So we have to be mindful that those stocks may not be valued, and you might not see the same volatile extremes that we had once seen with them. Other than that, I wanted to roll through. Oh, I did want to do that. Where is it? 1 second. I've never done it, but I just wanted to pop some shout outs to some of you on here that have traded extremely well from the profit channel. There's a few I saw in particular. Especially when you guys post plays that weren't even alerts. That's the greatest shit on earth, honestly. NIO, a couple 100%. Jesus. 7%. Arcman, at a boy. Damn, there's a lot of profit today. Man, I see you out there working. He's be posting some fantastic plays, both alerts from the group and his own plays. Damn. 50%. Beautiful. FSR, I think Lee alerted that at like 10, what it ran to 15. That a boy, 23%. It's beautiful. 15%, 17%. Wonderful. Damn, you guys are destroying it from yesterday to today. Damn, that's a lot of red. Beautiful, man. See, this is the shit. Went from deep red to green. I'm glad you joined us, buddy. Who else? Arcman, again, you be holding it down. To deep, yeah. Makusama's had some unbelievable plays. Shout out to that man. A couple of them ran like 100% plus. There's a NIO Beauty, 200%. Wonderful. A lot of options in here. What's all stock plays? NIO put, good stuff. Damn. 145 to 2. I think that NIO put went up to like $4 or $5 today. Bought it for $1.30. Absolutely insane. A lot of profits. You guys are fantastic. I'm just really excited that you're following. I'm glad the education's paying off. 33% on solo. Good play, my friend. That one was cake. It was just boom. It popped and it was done. Damn, here's this guy. Look at him. Popping those 100% is out there like it's nothing. Brother Malone. You're making 150% on the way to work. That's awesome. That's awesome. MJ Song, you did have a crazy week. God, you guys are killing it. Big Al, he's a real G. This man knows a lot about the market. 6% in the week. Damn, Casual Pete. You up 267% over the past month? That's trading smart. See, these are the ones I like to see. Steady. Oh, drawdown, but still good enough. Probably in those Januaries, I'd say, of NIO. I don't know. Either way, I'm really proud of you guys. I think everybody's been fantastic. I'm just really appreciative to be a part of this. We're grateful for you guys' trust and that you've taken advantage of everything that we try to put out there to help everybody succeed. Where did Solo end up on the day? Sorry, it's kind of a mess. I think Solo's going to come back down. I could see 560s again. Retest, boom, boing, bang, boom, up, hopefully. This is the trend line I want to see. Hold the worst case scenario here. Bounce down to like low $6 range, which is likely. But again, I don't really trust after hours price action like that. I'm not a big fan. Not enough volume, not enough attention to it. Over 1K this week, NIO, Solo FedEx, nice. Beautiful, guys. So I really think, let me put the link in here. I think it posts it everywhere, doesn't it? Or is it just YouTube? Oh, that sucks. Someone asked about the Discord link. Oh, it must be the other Facebook group. Give me 1 second, guys. I need like a team of mofks for this. On this stream. But I just hope everybody locked in profit, especially on NIO. These plays are extremely volatile, guys, and we just really gotta play it safe and be careful. We do not want to get caught on our ass, because again, the market's not meant for us to win. Alerts, bam. There's a link for Manny. He was asking. But yeah, it's just been a beautiful week, guys. I think we did extremely well on all the swing plays, all the options. We got some of the advanced trading stuff going. I've been trying to work hard to record a lot of that, and just to get more resources available for everybody so that we can continue to do well. Congrats if you took any of these, boys. These are some of Lee's plays. Beautiful, consistent gains. This man is a swing champion. 20, 30, 24, 38, 21, 28. Oh, those are new ones. Well, you got some free alerts if you're not in it. That's a lot of booms, man. That's a lot of booms. You gotta really think about those booms. But yeah, I'm just really glad to see everybody doing well. Some of the swings I'm still watching, PEIX and Kirk. I want to check this baby out. I think Kirk's going to trade in these channels for a little while. I'm hoping not to see it any bit below 950, 949 right there. And then I want to see a retest here, high $10 range, and then we'll push up again. This is just one of my, it's a long play I truly enjoy. And I think as shutdowns continue to spread, as the virus continues to spread and the shutdowns do too, I think we're going to see a lot of good price action here, just like we did in the initial shutdown. PIX, I'm a big fan of this, like long term, not 5 minutes, not 5 days, long term. It's pushing back up here. Good consolidation in the 5s. Lee, I believe, alerted it down at like 5 when it was down here at like 540. Brilliant alert. Great ads. Just so glad I saw him post that, or I wouldn't have seen it. I've been tracking this one for a while, but I didn't see it down that low. So I added down there, and I believe I added some, I think it's February of 2022. Got some $10 calls for stupid cheap. So if you're not in the group, I posted the link. you're welcome to join. Um, I don't ever post the profits to like it's not a brag or boast thing. It's like there's help available, and if like it sucks, man, to see so many people losing their ass and like honestly gambling with money that is important to them. So I try to treat my money like I love it. So I take care of it. Capital preservation is everything. If you don't have any of it, you're not going to make any more money. As far as trading goes, the more you have of it, the better you can trade with it. If you take that knowledge or expertise wherever you take it, doesn't have to be with us. Just go somewhere and learn, and please go somewhere and learn and take care of your money. Um, don't just jump into play because somebody said, I think this is going to pop. If you're going to trust them, make sure they know what they're doing. Um, but either way, the resources are available. I hope you take advantage. I think we're going to see some good stuff here still. Again, we got out of most yesterday. We're still holding some. We're going to watch for an open over 44.5. Hope to see a retest of 50. And then, honestly, I think it's either going to come down or consolidate. If earnings are great, I could see a pop. If we look at kind of one of the catalysts that made this happen was Lee, as it exploded on earnings. I think that's like the run up to earnings, remember, and then after earnings held above 30. I actually really like this one at 30 if it holds here. Because remember, previous resistance can become future support. If this one holds here, this will be probably an ad for me after I liquidate some stuff. I'm heavy into the EV market and I don't want to be over allocated. So keep an eye on this one over 30 only. Otherwise, you've got some room to fill this gap down here to 23. And especially right here down to 28. So it held the top there. That's good. This one I'll be curious to see how it opens Monday, and I think this one will be a forward-thinking indication of what we're going to be able to see on NIO. The last one I want to take a peek at was my job, Thessalonians. I've missed you. Ignore all this nonsense. This, I think something's brewing on Tesla. I think this is the consolidation that we've needed. With it squeezing right here, what I'm going to wait for, the only concern really was right here and right here. Hard rejection. That's never good. But if we get some strong buying pressure, probably off of this off the 380s. Again, we posted this a couple weeks ago in Discord that we thought Tesla's coming back down below 4. It did the first time before we posted it, 378. We added beautiful ad opportunity. Could trade that to 450. But again, I think it's likely that we're going to see it happen again if this doesn't hold right here. So what is that? 401 and change. I think if we break it, we're going to see the 380s again, and hopefully not lower, because remember, this one's gapped, so it can move and it can be volatile. So if it bounces, I will definitely probably add some more long calls to trade hopefully back up above 500. If it doesn't hold here above 4, I think easy 382, worst case scenario 360s again. Strong buy off 360, so I think we have enough support there to justify a purchase. But again, just keep an eye on the volume. Remember that volume is always an indication of something important, which is that we need volume before any movement's going to happen. So like volume will always precede a change in price. That doesn't mean up or down. It just means that it's preceding a change in price. So the more we see big volume coming up on something like this, big volume, we know there's a big move coming. We don't know which direction. We usually can identify that with the trend, but we want to see the volume first. NIO, huge volume. In my opinion, akin to this point in time of Tesla right here, which is why I'm a little concerned right now that if we see a further break, we could see magnificent downside, which I'm not too against, because I'd love to add it back long again and then move on to the next one. Especially with these EV tickers, they kind of trade like pennies, so you just got to be very careful. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to go over NIO, what I was expecting, go over some gains, celebrate some people's wins. If you're not winning, please hit us up so we can figure out what's going wrong. Figure out if there's something else that you need to make this work for you, and we'll do our best to help you with that. Shout out to everybody in the Discord for doing well and holding it down. I'm proud of y'all. But yeah, I will be back later. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. If you have any questions, post them in there. I'll try to get back to them when I get a chance.